Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, Tropical Storm Hermine is spinning to the northeast away from Florida, but we're still feeling the impact of that storm this morning. Meteorologist John Scalzi joins us now with more on the storm and it's how it's still impacting our weather a little bit, but we're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's no question about that. We'll go over that in a second. But last night it got squirrely around here. Some 54-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This morning it got squirrely. We had multiple instances of 50-mile-an-hour gusts around, especially in Bradenton, but also out of Longboat Key and other places with the thunderstorms bringing down those strong winds. You want some good news?
Yes, please.
All watches and warnings related to Tropical Storm Hermine have been canceled for our area. Yeah, that's nice. We still have some issues, though. Area waters are a little bit angry, so we still have small craft advisories up for the remainder of the day. There's a high surf advisory up. There's also issuances of rip current advisories up for the remainder of today. So, you know, obviously any kind of boating or swimming activity is really not such a good idea. And yeah, there's still some showers in progress. One of the feeder bands or lines of converging winds, whatever you want to call it, is producing more and more shower activity across the region. It's the same one that brought us those heavy rain showers this morning, only the difference is that this morning the atmosphere a little bit more unstable. Also, the thunderstorm activity a little more intense, had some rotation in some of the cells. It was bringing down some of the faster winds from aloft and producing those pretty significant wind gusts across the area. But now we're seeing mostly just areas of rain showers sinking southward, with the heaviest of the rain now in the very southern tip of Charlotte County moving into Lee County. The aerial flood watch for our area has been canceled. We still have some river issues to deal with over the next several days, some flooding rivers, but for the most part we'll be watching this line of thunderstorm and shower activity wrapping around Hermine begin to sink further and further to the south and dissipate with time. So as we head into the afternoon, it looks better and better for us. The forecast for the storm certainly did include some heavy rainfall, some areas seeing as much as 18 inches of rain over the last several days. Pretty impressive. So we'll take a look at what to expect in terms of winds and tides and how the holiday weekend will cooperate with us in just a few minutes, Scott.
Okay, John, thank you. Earlier this year, Manatee County completed a $52 million flood mitigation project on WARE'S Creek in Bradenton. ABC 7's Rebecca Vargas is live near WARE'S Creek to see how that project helped the area avoid flooding throughout this week's storm. Rebecca?
Clearly, Scott, it didn't help much at all. Residents now are dealing with destroyed backyards. The flooding apparently came up to almost over my head, and I stand at 5 feet tall. Take a look at this hurricane-proof, supposedly, fence here, completely decimated. All the debris that was in that water at WARE'S Creek right here behind us washed up completely on here, so everything is decimated. They're seeing tires, trash, and other neighbors' yards are just completely messed up at this point. Take a look at the video we do have from yesterday. Actually, it was Wednesday that a resident sent me. Completely flooded, as you can see. It goes all the way. There's just no line in between the WARE'S Creek and their homes with just how flooded it is there. It was about 3 feet high, maybe even higher. And if you take a look at some of the pictures there, you just see how bad it did get. It has receded, obviously, in the continued video we are showing you. And there was a chicken coop in even one of the residents' backyards that one of the chickens did not make it, completely drowned because it was that flooded. Now they're just dealing with a lot of water even in their basements, which a lot of them are it's not necessarily a basement, but the first floor as it is here in Florida, pumping that out. It was a couple feet high as well. So we're just dealing with a lot of problems for these residents. I have one frustrated resident with me, Scott Blanchard, if you don't mind him coming over here into the shot. Scott, you dealt with losing your chickens. You dealt with a completely decimated backyard, and it got right up onto your house. Tell me how you felt that day on Wednesday when it was at its worst.
I was actually at work in Sarasota when the worst was happening, so obviously I was fearful for my family and what was going on. I know my wife wanted to try to save the chickens, and I was scared that she was going to risk her life trying to get it to them because it was whitewater rapids through here. So that was the most devastating. And then wondering how I was going to get home from Sarasota because all these streets were flooded.
Yeah. Scott, thank you again so much. This was a $53 million project. The Army Corps of Engineers said that they had wrapped up back in May, leaving these residents completely frustrated. But Manatee County says they're not satisfied with it. We talked with them, and Public Works is not taking the project back on right now. It's up in the air, really. So they tell us if you are dealing with flooding that you need to call them and call their center hotline. And we'll give you that on our website, mysuncoast.com. Scott, back to you in the studio.
All right, Rebecca, thank you so much. Sarasota Bradenton International Airport feeling the impact from Hermine as well. 3 flights departing out of SRQ canceled today. They are all American Airlines flights. A few other departing and arriving flights from Atlanta are delayed, and another flight scheduled to arrive at SRQ from Charlotte is canceled. If you're scheduled to travel by plane today, make sure to check out the airport's website or call ahead to find out the status of your flight. Now, Tropical Storm Hermine is in Georgia, making its way up the East Coast. It made landfall earlier this morning as a hurricane south of Tallahassee in the Big Bend region of the state. It's the first hurricane to hit Florida in more than a decade. The storm damaging and flooding homes and businesses in that Big Bend area of the state. Thousands are without power in the state capital. It's now continuing as a tropical storm, but Georgia's governor has declared a state of emergency as 45,000 people are already without power.
All things considered equal, a large system not moving very quickly can be big problems at the ocean, not just for rip currents and waves, but we do have the potential for a storm surge situation to unfold in the mid-Atlantic and Northeast.
Millions of homeowners in South Carolina are bracing for the impact today. This storm will likely affect Labor Day plans for millions of Americans along the east coast of the country. Well, when you're driving, emergency managers say to make sure to keep an eye out for debris and any items blocking the street after the storm. Sarasota County's Emergency Operations Center wants to remind all drivers to never try driving over a downed power line. Pedestrians should never try to touch a downed line. You should stay at least 10 feet away from the line, the surrounding water, and anything that's touching it. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. The Sunshine Skyway Bridge remains closed again today because of high winds that we're told topped 40 miles an hour this morning. Drivers needing to get to St. Petersburg or Tampa will have to go the long way and use I-75 to go around that bridge. Suncoast waterways still choppy today, affecting area boaters. A sailboat washed up at the Sarasota Bayfront near O'Leary's. One boat owner says she planned ahead knowing the storm would impact the area.
When Colin came through, we actually ended up on the rocks, so we got it floating again and got it back out there. So we were seriously concerned about this one.
Sarasota police officers were on the scene right away. They contacted Marine Patrol to handle those boats. Manatee County officials are busy assessing local damage as the last remnants of Hermine pass over the area. Public Works and safety crews did a pre-dawn assessment of Manatee roads. They found the conditions were much better than they expected because of street flooding on Anna Maria Island. The Island Trolley, Beach Express, and Longboat Key trolleys will not run today. That's because of all the standing water on the roads. County residents wanting to report damage to homes or impassable roads should contact the Manatee Citizens Information Center. That number is 748-4501, and that center will be open through 5 o'clock this afternoon. Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee will operate as normal today despite the rainy weather. Offices are open and home-delivered meals are being delivered as scheduled. The Daybreak Adult Daycare Center and the All Friendship Center dining centers are also open today. Those locations include Woodwinds Friendship Dining Center, the Journey Church Center, and Faith United Methodist Dining Center, all open today. And a reminder, we have a lot of weather-related information and updates online that you can get 24 hours a day just by logging onto our website, mysuncoast.com. You can also download our app and for push notifications and alerts, and also monitor our Facebook and Twitter pages, which are constantly being updated with new information. Let's switch gears now and check on the day in business. ABC 7 business commentator Jeff Stern joins us now. And Jeff, the Fed has been waiting for August job numbers, which came out this morning. So how do they look?
Scott, they came out this morning, 151,000. Not as strong as expected, but that puts it over 1 million for the year. Very strong. Unemployment remains steady at 4.9%, while your paychecks actually went up over last year, 2.4%. All this means the Fed probably will not raise rates in September with that lower than expected job numbers. I woke up this morning, futures were up. Let's see how we're currently trading. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is trading at 18,505, up 85 points, almost a full 0.5%. NASDAQ 5,247, up 20 points, 0.40%, while the S&P is positive as well, 2,179, up 8.5 points, 0.39%.
Well, Jeff, Samsung has been in the news for some good reasons, but we're learning today they have some problems with the newest phone, right?
Scott, I have that phone as well, and so far mine is not caught on fire. 2.5 million of the new Note 7s are being recalled. They will return them. That's not good. Although the watch is positive news this week. We saw that earlier, the video, and the S3 is coming out, the Gear S3. Very impressive. It's about 2 inches bigger than the current one. Almost. There's 3 outdoor-friendly versions. It's going to go from 120 degrees hot to 27 degrees on the cold side. The battery is about 3 to 4 days. There's going to be a built-in speaker. You're not going to need your phone attached to it. You're going to be able to make calls, stream music, do whatever you want. They're going to customize 1,000 different digital faces, and you can also create your own, actually, Scott. Samsung's up 20% for the year. Not quite sure how this fire and the recall is actually going to affect the stock, but so far it's been a great stock to own this year.
Okay, we'll find out. Jeff, thanks so much for the update.
You have a great weekend, Scott.
Thank you. You too. Time now to check in with ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher. She's at Savory Palate Restaurant at St. Armand's Circle.
We're at St. Armand's Circle's newest star, a Savory Palate. I'm so excited this store is open. Brought to you from the same owners of Sarasota's St. Armand's Spice and Tea Exchange. You're going to find great gifts here, lovely things to stock up your own pantry, and we're going to spend some time visiting with Paulette Callender. She's going to show us around the store, what to look for, upcoming events. You're going to really enjoy yourself. Just up from the Columbia restaurant to give you that marker. This is going to be your place to come for all things delicious. So stay with me throughout the hour as I find savory and special treats right here at the Savory Palate and Tasting Room on St. Armand's Circle. And I think it's going to be a delicious visit to start.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. Replacing your windows will not just beautify your home, but save you big bucks on your energy bills. I've done the research. I've seen the factory. New South Window is my hands-down choice.
New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends? Or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. Come get some slow smoked chicken wings at Sonny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Learn how to prepare a readiness plan and survival kit. Know your evacuation route. Be prepared, Suncoast, when severe weather threatens. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and now the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Looking at an air temperature that's not too terribly bad with the cloud cover and the breezy winds. 79, dew point 73. Still breezy, west-southwest at 14, but certainly those winds have subsided significantly. Temperatures across the region, well, you got a lot of rain-cooled air, so temperatures are not too terribly bad. I'll tell you, I'm not fond of flooding rains, obviously, but I do not mind these cooler temperatures in the afternoon. That's kind of nice. Those will be going back up as we head into the weekend and catch a little bit more sunshine across the area. 77 degrees at this hour of the day. You know, at this time of year, can't beat that on Arcadia. Of course, it comes at a price, and that's pretty heavy rainfall in Arcadia. 74 degrees, Punta Gorda 79 in Inglewood, 83 Lakewood Ranch, 82 Bradenton, 81 Longboat Key, and 79 degrees in Sarasota. Taking a look at the wind speeds, well, they certainly are coming down. That's nice to see as well. 22 Siesta Key, 19 Osprey, 15 Lakewood Ranch, and at Whitfield it's 18. Also down to the south, wind speeds down just a little bit there as well. So we still have the potential of seeing some gusts up to about 30 miles an hour this afternoon, and certainly some sustained winds at about 20. But if you look at the gusts over the course of later tonight and into tomorrow, certainly they are coming down. So all issuances related to wind for tropical storm warnings across the area, they're all down. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And tides will start to recede as well. We still have a southwest wind, though, so those tides will recede a little bit slower. The water will respond to the relaxing of the winds a little bit slower. So, you know, while the tidal surge this morning was maybe 2.5 feet, today, this afternoon, at time of high tide around 2 o'clock, it'll probably be closer to 1.5. And that's mostly because the southwest wind is not letting the water go back out. We have a lot of rain shower and thunderstorm activity associated with the circulation around our system. But right now, things are looking pretty quiet. And just to the north of us, we have some actual clearing taking place in Pinellas County. And boy, are they grateful for that. They had tremendous amounts of rain, as did parts of northwestern Bradenton, Anna Maria, into Holmes Beach. This morning, again, they got heavy rainfall. Yesterday, they got almost 9 inches of rain in parts of Manatee County, so significant stuff. Luckily, things have quieted down. Down to the south, we've got some showers around Arcadia, some moderate rain falling there. Punta Gorda south, seeing some rainfall, but a lot of it now pushing into Lee County. Glad to see that, because we've had so much rain, the ground is so saturated that if we had a set-up condition of heavy rainstorm after one after another, it would have been a problem for us today. This is the wave heights, and put into motion, you can kind of see how they too are starting to relax just a little bit. 9-foot waves out there. So we'll start to see the 15, 20-foot waves that we had yesterday out in open waters kind of go away, and that will allow the waters to drain back out, and we'll start to see better, certainly boating conditions for the holiday weekend. 50-mile-an-hour winds. Hermine continues on a track that takes it, believe it or not, out into Atlantic waters where it may strengthen once again. By Saturday, early in the morning, it should be exiting the Carolina coast, and there it could gain a little bit of strength out here before once again kind of falling apart, but it's going to maybe turn back just a little bit toward land, so vacationers from, well, really anywhere from New York all the way down through Virginia Beach are going to have a less than beautiful time with cloud cover, rain showers, and high surf. Southwest winds at about 20 to 25 knots this afternoon, subsiding to about 20 later in the day and into the evening hours, 10 to 15 during the overnight. Still rough conditions on bay and inland waters, but at least seas will be subsiding. High surf advisories and rip current advisories. I kind of tried to combine the two there, didn't I? And over the weekend, we'll see a little bit more sunshine, we'll see a little warmer temperatures, and we'll see a little bit more typical afternoon shower kind of probabilities. Back to you, Scott.
We need some time to dry out, that's for sure. Thank you, John. In the coming months, the temperatures will cool a bit and the sun won't be as intense, we hope. But some doctors say you should keep that sunscreen handy well into the cooler months. Even if it doesn't seem too sunny outside, remember that UVA rays can penetrate clouds and put you at risk for developing skin cancer, just like those hot midday summer UVB rays. Now, people need to apply sunscreen before heading outdoors because it takes anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes for that sunscreen to bond to the surface of the skin. And don't forget your eyes, they need some protection too.
If you have chronic sun exposure on your eyes, you can develop cataracts. So it's very important to wear sunglasses, not just because they make you look cool, but because they can be helpful for your health.
All skin types are vulnerable to the sun's rays. Everyone should use sunscreen when heading outdoors for extended periods of time. For those who wonder why they're big coffee drinkers, or maybe they aren't, the answer might be in your DNA. New research suggests espresso habits may be linked to your genes. A study published in the journal Scientific reports that people with a newly identified genetic trait called PDSS2 drank less coffee than those who didn't have the trait. The author of the study believes the new gene impacts coffee consumption by the speed that caffeine is being metabolized in our bodies. Coming up, we're going to introduce you to a furry friend in need of a loving forever home. Meet our pet of the week next.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
US Med has great news for anyone living with diabetes.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, US Med will ship a new glucose meter right to your home.
And shipping is free.
My new meter uses only a speck of blood, so it's less painful than my previous meter.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, you're covered with US Med. We're welcoming new patients, even if your current provider can't supply you anymore.
I don't even have to test on my fingers anymore. I can test on my hand or forearms, and it's more accurate than my old meter.
So call US Med today, and you'll have a choice of 2 great meters.
One that actually speaks your results, or a meter so small it fits on the bottle of strips.
Act now, and US Med will include a free prescription discount card. We'll also send you a free diabetes cookbook. This is your opportunity.
So call US Med today.
You'll be glad you did.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ for only $299 per month, or a 2016 Lincoln MKX, Lincoln's premium sports utility vehicle for $339 per month. We also have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Drive with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty and complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, family owned and operated, and winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
They love to chase the lizards.
Oh,
These dogs
yes,
they
yes.
love it.
I'm not quite sure Butter is that way, but I
Really?
will
Is he
tell
more of a
you, John,
little
he
baby?
loves to ride in a
sweetie.
car and be the navigator. He must be the navigator, so he loves that going on.
Likes the shotgun seat.
Absolutely, absolutely. He is in great health, as you can see, perfect weight. He's got a great color. He is a mix, but he is mostly Jack Russell. And he's very photogenic. Did you see that?
I know.
Okay.
He's mugging for the camera is what you're doing, aren't you, sweetie? And you took a look at the teeth and said they're looking pretty good.
You know, it's a
dogs are
terrible thing that we always have to
genetically
lift a lip of a dog's mouth to see what the teeth are. And so much is told by the teeth. It's not only do they have tartar, it's the color, and it's the shape of the teeth. If they're all well formed, we know that the dog has had a good, healthy life. Gums are very, very important, and he's got great pink-looking gums. So he is a perfect specimen.
Can't believe how relaxed and attentive he is to
Oh,
every
yes.
command. This would be an easy dog to train.
He is trained. For the best part that we can see, yes, he's about 98% house trained, we believe, and also he knows some very, very simple commands.
Oh.
So it's very easy for him to just kind of blend into a family. I think he could be great with children, but mostly with adults where he can just be the center of attention.
And he's at the Humane Society.
Yes, he is. He's at the Humane Society of Sarasota County, and you can contact them at 941-955-4131.
As always, Marcia, thank you so very much. We appreciate it. And Butter, I hope you find a home right away because you are a beautiful dog. Yes, you are, sweetie.
Thank you, John.
Okay, Scott.
Butter is beautiful, that's for sure. Thank you both. Time to check in again with Judy Gallagher. She's at a new restaurant today on St. Armand Circle called a Savory Palate. Judy?
That's right, we're here at a Savory Palate, a new store gourmet market that's featuring olive oils and some really great products that we're going to get to in a few minutes. But I want to bring in Paulette Callender. First of all, congratulations on your second store here on the Circle.
Thank you.
Now tell us, we're at the ultra premium olive oil station. What does that mean exactly?
So these are the extra virgin olive oils. With our olive oils, we put the crush date, all of the chemistry, the polyphenol counts, everything. So we have mills in several different countries, and we send everything off to an independent laboratory where they do all of the analysis of the extra virgin olive oil. So we post everything right here on the containers. These are the Fusties, and we have the crush date, the polyphenol count, the PPPs, the DAGs, all of that. So that's a whole lesson in itself.
So exactly. Now for somebody in layman's terms, they're looking to cook with an olive oil that has those finer notes. How do you distinguish between what you're looking for when you're tasting it and what you might use in various dishes?
Well, we can do a tasting.
I like it. Let's do it.
Which
Okay.
that's the best way to start. Okay, so this is our Pendolino. This is from Australia. This has a PPT of about 260. And if you taste it, we're going to put it and slurp it into the back of your mouth, and it will have a really nice creamy touch. So let's taste.
Incredibly creamy. Oh, I love it because it's not too olive forward. What would you recommend if somebody were to buy a bottle of this to give as a gift? What are they telling the people to use it for? Is it a finishing olive oil?
Well, you can do both. You can finish, it's really nice with salads, finishing, but you can also use these for cooking. Because of the chemistry, it'll have a high flash point, which is also very nice.
And that's what you want to know. Use the oils that will really hold that temperature so you get a good sear. That is just delicious. Now, should I happen to carry several olive oils, and after this segment, some more, at home, because I like the various tastes, if you had 3 olive oils that you carry that you would want people to know about, what would they be and why?
Well, honestly, they really change. We pull from the northern and southern hemispheres to ensure the freshest crop. So it changes. We're constantly getting in new olive oils. We have a new one coming next week from Chile that's really, really smooth, has a little bit of a grassy note to it. So it does change depending on what crop we're pulling in.
Forget about those wine tastings, beer tastings, and whiskey tastings. We're doing olive oil tastings and much more. Gourmet foods coming up in just a few minutes.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. Come get some slow-smoked chicken wings at Sonny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Temperatures are rising, and the deals are hotter than ever during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get the all-new Chrysler Pacifica for just $26,999 and get an additional $1,000 off with a trade-in. Hurry! Time is running out to get the new Dodge Journey for just $15,999. And right now, get up to $10,000 off a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Getting older shouldn't mean giving up all the things she loves to do. It should just mean, well, finding new ways to do them. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to provide help with personal care, housekeeping, and of course, meal preparation.
Oh, that smells so good. Oh, and it tastes good too.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Well, we continue to follow Tropical Storm Hermine, its impacts on the Suncoast. One of those being, John, that Music on Main and Lakewood Ranch has been canceled. That was set for tonight, but because of the weather, they decided to cancel this version of it, which is probably a pretty good decision.
Better
Although,
safe than sorry.
Yeah,
you know?
things
But
are
I
getting
think,
better. Right?
Yeah, I think things may clear up just a little bit. But you know what? There are going to be some scattered showers around. It's going to be kind of breezy, but it's nothing but improving as we head into the afternoon, and especially overnight tonight through tomorrow. I think it'll be a totally different feel, I think, tomorrow, with a little bit of sunshine around, perhaps, if we're lucky, and also a lot more in the way of drier conditions.
That would be nice.
It would be nice. It's time to dry out a little bit.
Yeah.
So all of the tropical storm warnings for our area have been canceled. They are no longer in effect. The tropical storm's effect on us much too far away, and so now we're left with just the kind of advisories that relate to angry seas, and that's because the winds over open waters are going to persist just a little bit longer, and even when they do relax, it takes a little bit of time for the seas to kind of calm down. So high surf advisory still up which means that inexperienced swimmers could be tossed about even at waist level in the waters, and also a rip current advisory, meaning those waters could pile up on shore and find narrow little channels to jut back out into the open waters and carry an inexperienced swimmer outward. So watch your lifeguard flags, and of course the small craft advisory for boaters. Still some showers ongoing down to the south, especially over Charlotte and Lee counties, all part of the circulation with Hermine, and we will talk all about that and what to expect this weekend coming up in just a few. Scott?
All right, John, thank you. Drivers are encouraged to avoid Anna Maria Island today as storm water continues to linger on the roads there. ABC 7's Adam Cellini has the update from Holmes Beach.
Yeah, much of Anna Maria Island still dealing with a lot of road flooding. As you can see here in Holmes Beach, this is Marina Drive, plenty covered by water for several of these motorists. The Manatee Sheriff's Office is even warning drivers to try and stay off the island entirely today and allow this flooding to subside. These roads that have been flooding throughout the morning are expected to continue to be underwater and possibly increase when high tide rolls in this afternoon. That flooding can also be found in several residential areas as well. Holmes Beach police say at least 2 neighborhoods remain blocked off by deep water today. One Holmes Beach business told us that they were surprised to see the amount of water out there on the roads and in the parking lots, but they don't think it will worsen at all in the future.
It floods a lot in the parking lot, but usually it'll go out, but with the tide staying high and the rain staying steady, it stayed pretty full.
They're expecting the tide table to be up about 2.5 feet above the normal, so we'll be monitoring that. And we know we're going to get a lot more rain today. So if you don't have a purpose here on the island that you really need to be here, then pick a better day to come to the beach.
And Holmes Beach police are also confident that if they could just get a break in some of this rain for a while, that a lot of this water will drain off. They have a recently replaced infrastructure system out here on the islands, or that water should be removed with the low tide, according to the police department. Here on Holmes Beach, Adam Cellini, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Adam, thank you. As a precaution, Sarasota County health officials have issued a no swim advisory for several beaches. That advisory is in place for North Lido, Siesta Beach, and the Venice Fishing Pier. Now, the amount of harmful bacteria found during water quality testing at those areas is outside acceptable limits, mainly likely because of all the storm runoff we've had this week. Those beaches are still open, but wading, swimming, or surfing is not recommended as long as the advisory is in place. The effects from Tropical Storm Hermine lingering throughout the area. ABC 7's Ray Collins joins us live on Lido Key at this hour to show us what's going on there. Ray?
Yeah, a lot of wind out here right now, Scott. The rain has temporarily subsided. Perhaps we're between bands right now, but the high tide kicks in about an hour, as John Scalzi has told us. We've got a unique perspective now to show you some video about 10 stories up here on South Lido Key. The waves are hitting the seawall. Residents are concerned here about their own safety, about their property values, and also the fact that if the beach continues to erode here on Lido Key, this could lose a lot of tourism here. This is why the Army Corps of Engineers wants to dredge from Big Pass. Siesta Key, of course, opposes dredging between the two keys. They feel it might throw off the delicate balance between the two keys. So right now, the high wind continues. St. Armand's Circle is relatively quiet right now. We'll stop there next. Getting out here wasn't too difficult, just some ponding on the road in front of the Sarasota Yacht Club. Otherwise, lots of debris. But do be careful if you're going to decide to drive today. You never know when that lane will be suddenly submerged by some water. Live on Lido Key, I'm Ray Collins. Scott, back to you in the studio.
All right, Ray, thank you so much. And a reminder, we have a lot of weather-related information and updates online that you can get throughout the day. Log on to our website, mysuncoast.com. You can also download our app for push notifications and alerts, and also monitor our Facebook and Twitter pages for the latest information. Let's get back now to a savory palate on St. Armand's Circle with ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher.
I could spend hours looking at jars, and especially when they're filled with such wonderful things, a lot of them local. Paulette, tell us about this area here in the store.
So this is one of our dry pantry sections, and we have chosen all of our crafters who really take pride and put a lot of care and time into the products. They're very clean, and many of them are sustainable when, when necessary. So we have all different products, crackers, cocktail mixers, nut butters, jams, jellies, and soon we'll have artisanal cheeses as well.
So you're gonna, oh, I can't wait to come back because I'm just love cheese. Now let's talk about actually some of the items because Lick My Spoon is a local company.
Yes, yes, and he's from Italy. They put a lot of time into their product, and I think we should just taste it.
Why do you think I'm here? I think we should taste it. I mean, I'm also here because I want to spend time with you, Paulette.
Right,
I
but
don't want you to
tasting,
think it's only about the sauce, but this is the way to go. These are unusual tasting spoons. I want you to talk about how eco-friendly you are.
Well, yes, they are eco-friendly, and we can taste almost anything in the pantry as well. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the Lick My Spoon caramel sauce, and I'm going to taste with you because I feel that it's just proper.
I think we can discuss it better if we both taste.
It's amazing.
I have to say, this is one of the best ones that I've had. And you really get it in the back of your tongue and on the side here. That's fantastic. I love that. What else should we try?
We can try one of the honeys. So this is a crafter from North Carolina. So I said we try to stay regional, local when possible. Right. This is from North Carolina. This is a bourbon honey, which is amazing.
Is there bourbon in it, or is it just that it,
It's infused with bourbon. So this is, once the honey is made, they infuse bourbon into it.
This is absolutely wonderful and would be nice making a cocktail at home, right?
Right.
Set your bar up with that.
Absolutely.
I love it.
You can put this on goat cheese with some crackers, and then we have some really nice cocktail mixers as well.
Oh, let's talk about those a little bit.
Yes. So this one here, Bungalow 23, they're out of Orlando. They're actually out of Winter Park. Perfect. Very clean product. There's no artificial fillers, preservatives.
Prickly pear, lots of great things. So stay with us. We're coming back to finish off with some last of the great tasting notes right here.
My dad is my hero, and I wanted to give him a chance to live life and be happy. Granny Nannies has been a huge help. It has contributed to the health and happiness of my dad, for sure.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Granny Nannies. We've been making house calls for over 25 years. When you need home health care services, there really is no place like home.
Grandma! A helping hand and a gentle heart.
So, we're looking at kind of a cool afternoon thanks to the cloud cover and the rain showers that have kept temperatures down. 73-degree dew point, that's down a little bit. South-southwest wind continuing to blow rather briskly at about 14. little breezy out there, but at least we don't have those strong gusty winds. We had a recorded wind speed yesterday evening of 54 miles per hour at Sarasota International Airport, so pretty impressive. Also, we've had some very strong wind gusts of 50 mile an hour plus contained in some thunderstorm activity earlier this morning. You know, I got some very strong wind speeds aloft, and when you get these thunderstorms that are tall, 20, 25,000 feet, they tend to bring down some of that gustier wind flow by force of friction and the downdraft winds. So that's what we saw this morning. Right now we have some stronger thunderstorm activity down to the very south. This is all kind of a flow that wraps up around our tropical storm now. Tropical storm Hermine continuing to kind of drift off to the north and west, moving over land right now. But even though it's moving over land, we're still getting some significant inflow along the coastline of Georgia and South Carolina. They're going to see some pretty good wave action there, maybe even some pretty strong rip current issues, as well as some beach erosion there. Now for us, this line of storms is kind of set up here and is really not going to whisk down to the south like a cold front might during the winter. It's going to kind of hang there with a slow drift down to the south. I mean, it took half a day for the heavier rain showers to move from Pinellas County down to where they are now in parts of Charlotte County. Right now we got some light to moderate rain falling over most of the area. Lakewood Ranch seeing some pockets of some moderate rainfall. Most of us seeing some light drizzle to light rainfall. Some heavier rain down to the south right now, south of Punta Gorda and to the west of Punta Gorda, also around Arcadia, seeing some moderate rain. But for the most part, things are winding down. The storm system with an eye and a wind speed of 80 miles an hour made it on shore, and then you can see the eye just kind of fill up with cloud cover as it decreases in intensity to a tropical storm. As this thing moves off to the north and to the east and exits out into the Atlantic, it may actually gain strength again and then kind of recurve back to land before eventually just fizzling out and becoming extra tropical as a frontal boundary kind of mixes with it, if you will. 50 mile an hour wind speeds right now, moving to the northeast at a good clip, 18 miles per hour. When you have a storm moving that fast and over land, it can't do anything but fall apart. And that's what's happening here. It's falling apart. But as I mentioned, once it gets back over its energy source, which is the warmer waters of the Gulf Stream there, it's going to kind of kick up in intensity just a little bit. Then it's going to be incorporated into a trough and eventually die out. But it's going to bring some inclement weather all up and down that mid-Atlantic coastline for the holiday weekend. Now, I'm not saying that we're completely done with the rain showers. I mean, it is summer after all. And over the course of the next day and a half, I think we'll probably look at some accumulations with thunderstorms that could top 2.5 inches. So some significant rain still in the forecast, but at least it's not going to be the all-day driving rains and kind of inclement weather. You can see that line of showers sinking southward throughout the day today. And tonight, I think we'll have a fairly quiet overnight period. I'm not sure dining al fresco is the thing to do this evening unless you have a place to run to or you're under an awning, because there will still be some spotty showers around. And then tomorrow, you know, we'll see those scattered showers coming in from Gulf waters here and there. Won't be a completely dry day. Sunday, I think, is going to be our best day of the weekend, and Monday looks pretty good too. So the forecast calls for kind of moderating winds out there in the Gulf. It'll take a little while for the wave action to die down, even after the winds do subside a bit. So rough on bay and inland waters, rip current advisories, small craft advisories, and high surf advisories all up. We had the low tide. We're at a high tide almost at 141. Next low tide is at 8:50 tonight. Tide waters will be subsiding. And over the course of the weekend, looks pretty good, especially for Monday. About a 30% chance of showers there with a lot of sunshine. Temperatures back into the 90s, Scott.
All right, John, thank you. Well, if you're looking for a distraction from all this rainy weather we've endured this week, well, this weekend there is plenty to do. ABC 7's Linda Carson has some suggestions in the Suncoast scene.
An American classic is taking the stage here on the Suncoast. Final preparations are underway here at the Players Center for Performing Arts because Streetcar Named Desire opens Thursday night and runs through September 11th. This is a play that you've got to see because it'll have you thinking for a long, long time. You'll find the play was changed quite a bit from its original form when it was made into a movie.
Often they're trimming out the heart and the soul of the piece that helps round out the characters, that helps you care more about them and see them more the way the playwright intended. So being able to see something like this live on stage is important, and it's vital and exciting all at the same time.
Our time machine will use the power of music to take you back. Tonight you have gone back in time to the beginning of the 1960s. This is an interactive and fun show we have here. You may be prompted to dance.
Get ready to rock. The 15-piece band, Decades Rewind, takes us back to our favorite music of the 60s and 70s. They're at the Manatee Performing Arts Center Saturday and Sunday. And the 8th annual Downtown Venice Craft Fair will take over Venice's Miami Avenue on both Saturday and Sunday. And Labor Day weekend is going to be one big party in Inglewood. The fun starts on Saturday morning and goes all the way through Monday afternoon.
We start Saturday morning off with the cardboard boat race at Indian Mound Park.
Saturday night, it's the Shipwreck Dance. There's a fish-a-thon for kids Sunday morning at 8, and the festival runs Sunday from noon until 9 p.m., featuring the band Kettle of Fish.
We have booths, we have food, we have a lot of live music on the stage, local musicians as well as some musicians coming down from Sarasota.
And the Labor Day Parade steps off Monday at 9 a.m.
It'll come down Old Inglewood Road, and it will go to Dearborn Street, and our festival will last until 3 o'clock with a lot of music and a lot of contests going on.
Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda. One other note about things happening this weekend or not happening. Music on Main and Lakewood Ranch canceled for tonight. Entertainment news is next.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC 7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Learn how to prepare a readiness plan and survival kit. Know your evacuation route. Be prepared, Suncoast, when severe weather threatens. Access our special on our ABC 7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radican. The world is brimming with possibilities. And that keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
Batteries Plus bulbs keep stacks of batteries for cars, cell phones, watches, plus light bulbs for lamps, can lights, and appliances right on hand. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus bulbs. Trust the plus. Visit Batteries Plus bulbs today.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, and when you're ready to sell, you'll get more money back. Come fall in love with the longest-lasting vehicle in its class, the Subaru Outback. Or lease a new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing right now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess?
You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
I usually finish with dessert. Let's finish with wine.
Absolutely.
Tell me about what you're carrying.
So we carry what we believe is some of the finest wines. They all come from very small vineyards, and we have them priced at a really nice price as well.
You also have an incredible selection of organic balsamic vinegars.
Yes, we have dark balsamics and white balsamics.
So you have a little bit of everything, and look what I found, this pasta. Tell me quickly about this.
It's all in one. So it is, you just put that in boiling water, add a little bit of olive oil, and all the seasonings, everything is right in there.
I can't wait to try one of these back at the studio and let everybody have a great meal. Paulette, congratulations once again. You've opened up a great shop between your seasonings across the street and all these great olive oils, wines, gourmet gifts. It's going to be a delicious experience here at the Savory Palate.
Thank you.
Thank you both. New York State Appeals Court has dismissed a lawsuit by actress Lindsay Lohan. She claims the producers of Grand Theft Auto created a character like her in one of their video games. Lohan accused the producers of modeling her physical features and voice in Grand Theft Auto 5. A panel of judges ruled Take-Two Software did not use her actual name or picture and therefore did not violate her right to privacy. AMC theaters nationwide are paying tribute to Gene Wilder this weekend. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and Blazing Saddles will both return to the big screen tomorrow and Sunday night in 55 theaters across the country. However, the closest theater to us is playing these films, the AMC Woodland Square 20, that's in Tampa. Wilder died Sunday at the age of 83 of complications from Alzheimer's disease. But, you know, his films will live on for decades to come. Which is nice.
I might do that this weekend. Watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I have never seen it.
No?
No.
Oh, it's really good.
Everybody says it's fantastic. All right, I might
and
put
Blazing
that down
Saddles
in the book.
is a classic
hysterical.
Comedy. Yeah.
Hysterical. Funny. So things are winding down. We still have some showers in progress, but severe weather's gone.
See you again at 5.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Civic for $174 and no down payment, just $174. Get great clearance deals now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.